Leave no playlist unfinished, driver.
Drifting technique was perfected by Japanese gearheads who raced in the mountains in order to keep city pedestrians safe. Along with suboptimal road conditions, these mountain passes are filled with hairpin turns and other challenges. Drifting is the best way to take sharp turns without losing speed. In Japan, we call these passes toge. There's even a toge style of racing. The winding mountain roads of Hawaii are as close as we could get to Japan, so we figured it would be a good place to teach you. Oh, and one last thing. A toge race usually features only 2 racers. You got it. You're in for a duel.
just you and me this time. Why don't we put the whole festival euphoria on hold for a while and get a proper face-off? Let me show you what Toge is all about. Relax. I've seen what you can do. 大丈夫だ. Plus, I'll give you some tips on the way. Careful, buddy. It's just you and me this time. Why don't we put the whole festival euphoria on hold for a while and get a proper face-off? Let me show you what Toge is all about. Relax. I've seen what you can do. 大丈夫だ. Plus, I'll give you some tips on the way. The key to Toge is being able to balance the brake and gas pedal at every turn. One wrong move and you're out. This technique isn't easy, but when you pull it off, you feel like the greatest driver alive, and the coolest. Tonight, your ride is a third-gen 2002 Mazda RX-7. Lightweight, compact, a sick rotary engine, and one hell of a look. That's Tanada's car, and she seems pretty confident you could beat me with it. Let's prove her wrong. There's a tunnel coming. It gets tricky at high speed. Make sure you don't lose control.
Shame in trying again.
And now, all the way down. That's the best and also the toughest part, so stay sharp.
Mulligan! Mulligan!
car.
Remix!
Just a few more laces and this is it. Come on, show me some real toge driving.
Mulligan! One more time. No shame in trying again.
Okay, you got me fair and square. Way to conclude the first half of that playlist.
Now that you're all warmed up, how about a full-on drift event? The airport is right on the coast, and the view of the ocean is stunning. At least that's what my databases tell me. Again, I'm just a robot. I hope you've liked the RX-7. because you'll be driving it again during this challenge. Except this time, she'll be waiting for you all modded and upgraded. You've seen traditional Japan, now it's time to enter the modern age. Be prepared, the contrast is stunning.
It's me, Hinata. Incredible, you did beat Hayato in that toga duel. I knew it. There's something about you. Hayato is one of the best racers I know. Kudos. And now, welcome to my playground, the drift track. As you already know, drifting was born in Japan. That is where you'll find the biggest drifting scene and some of the best drifting spots, of course. Like, the Ebisu Circuit is one of the most famous places in the world for drifting. Designed by drifters, for drifters. Who knows? Maybe Motorfest will get you drifting there someday.
It's like it never happened.
How do you feel about my modded RX-7? Tougher yet still elegant? That is my RX-7 2.0 for you. Because Japanese car culture isn't only famous for its drifting history, it also brought modded cars to another level, among many other things. Come on, you're almost done. Push that beauty to its limit. You have my permission.
Be kind, rewind. Drifting is a popular racing style in Japan, but drag racing also gets its fair share of gearheads. There's a drag spot set up not too far from here. This runway is one of the best places to drag race on the island. Warm up your engine and don't blink. This will be a quick one. get a taste of modern Japanese car culture without some proper urban racing and seriously modded customs. The streets of Honolulu at night should set the perfect stage for these final races Motorbest has prepared for you. For a wild run. The pack hasn't shown you all their moves yet, and I believe they're ready to put on quite a show. We're almost there. Show them once and for all that you have what it takes.
I bet this is what you were waiting for when you signed up for the Made in Japan experience. Out of this world, customs owning the city. Go for it, driver. This car was made to be first only.
The Evo X, or previously known as Concept X and Prototype X, is the final form of the Lancer Evolution series. It's the most technologically advanced Evo ever.
Another JDM gem. You're welcome.
Toji would say it's the best of them all.
One more time.
that the Evo X doesn't have a legit reverse gear? It has 2 forward gears working together to make the wheels rotate in the opposite way. Cool, huh?
And that's how you save on weight.
Precisely.
What a race! That Motorfest crew knows how to throw a party.
Don't get too excited. You're just a host in that fantasy.
Watch out. Hosts can be dangerous, Mrs. Abernathy.
Hey, I got that, ref.
Nerds, both of you.
The finish line's just a few seconds away, guys. It's now or never. This was the Mitsu Lancer Evo X with a special Toji custom. And you just showed you're totally worthy of that car.
Last event, right there. You'll be racing amongst the whole pack this time. So we got you covered with a special car. Have fun!
Newbies playing hard to get.
Hold on. This is the final race, all together this time. You guys ready?
You bet.
It was a pleasure showing you around, my friend, and you definitely fulfilled your end of the bargain.
True. Didn't get bored, not even once.
Yeah, okay. You kinda did a good job.
There's clearly a spot for you in the group whenever you decide to come to Japan for some more action.
Let's just rewind that one. Be kind, rewind.
I wait for that car.
One more time.
Looks like you got yourself a special car for this race. What a ride.
Courtesy of the Motorfest, I presume.
A pumped-up Toyota Supra A80. A solid choice.
Couldn't be more appropriate, actually. The Supra was specifically designed at the time to rival most of our cars, Skyline, NSX, or RX-7. And that customization looks flawless.
Pretty cool. Remember, nothing beats the R34.
Funny way to pronounce NSX.
No shame in trying again. No shame in trying again.
Shinjuku style, huh? Well, we'll see about that.
You gotta admit, it feels just like Tokyo.
Well, I guess they did do a pretty good job capturing the vibe of our streets.
Nice move.
Be kind, rewind. Let's just rewind that one. Remix.
How come our new buddy didn't get to drive high as MX-5?
Fair point.
Who knows? Another time, maybe. There's still so much about Japanese racing we didn't touch on.
Are we talking, guys, or are we showing our new member who the top dogs are in this pack?
Did you get that, driver? He said let's punch it.
No shame in trying again.
Congratulations, driver. This was made in Japan for you. And a great deal of adrenaline for us. Awesome driving.
Don't forget to grab your reward vehicle, driver. We've got one last surprise for you, driver. Let's head back to the container. Journey through traditional and modern Japan was outstanding. What an incredible car culture. Spirited, stylish, unrestricted. Hawaii and Japan have a lot in common. Building this experience for you has been amazing. Hayato and his friends, I can tell you that they had a lot of fun. You clearly went way beyond their expectation. Did you enjoy driving that Toyota Supra we lent you for the final event? I'm just asking. No reason. Waiting for you all along. The Toyota Supra A80 Special Edition. A playlist is available, driver. A playlist is ready to try. Let's go try it. You have one new message.
Hey friend, it's Hayato from the pack. What's up? Tell me, how would you like to go for another spin made in Japan? There's a lot happening and we're getting the whole team together. We'll be hanging out south of Kaneohe. Meet us there.
Come on, we're gonna kick some butt!
Hey, stop yelling!
Well, you've heard your friends. You're going back to Japan. Sort of. Prepare to face new challenges and explore new horizons. Made in Japan Volume 2 is here. No spoilers, just jump in. Let's see what's coming up. Your friends from the pack are really close. Go join them. They'll fill you in on the situation. If you need me, you know where to find me.